Hey everybody, this is Extreme Travesty. Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we finished our investigation of the third floor and had everybody talk about what they saw. Makoto with the picture, and then Hina decided to take us to the bathhouse to tell us what she saw. And that's what we're gonna do. Is this the locker? There was something in here. Huh? Inside the locker is a laptop? What's something like that doing here?
Hey.
I remember seeing this. Oh, that's right! I saw it in the library before. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old. It's all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. Broken, too bad. But how did the laptop get from the library to here?
It would seem...
And I guess it's in sleep mode, but the power is definitely on. Huh? But I thought it was broken. I would bet that Chihiro fixed it. After all, she was known as the ultimate... I already went back to she. God damn it. We found out Chihiro's a guy, and I went back to she. He was known as the ultimate programmer.
Then perhaps...
More importantly, Hina, you said you saw a green light, yes? Surely you did not mistake the light of the monitor for a ghost. I am surprised you were able to dress yourself in the morning. Harsh! Oh man, if I had the loves clueless girls attribute, I would have fallen in love big time just now. So glad I don't have it. Well, I didn't really expect to find a freaking laptop inside a freaking locker, okay?
Hey, come on.
It's okay, I mean, anyone can make a mistake like that. As a matter of fact, one time I thought I'd spotted a gray alien, but it turned out to be a tadpole.
What are you saying?
Don't compare what happened to me to one of your stupid delusions.
Don't be mean.
I was just trying to make you feel better. What if I get all depressed forever now? Listen, isn't this really strange? What's this laptop doing in here?
In other words...
Maybe someone hid it here.
But...
If that's the case, we found it pretty easy.
Wrong.
Whoever put it here, I don't think they were trying to hide it from us. Huh? What do you mean?
Hey.
Haven't you noticed? There's one big difference between this room and all the others. There's a difference? There's no surveillance camera. That I did not even notice because I didn't look around.
Yes, it's me.
Precisely. There's no camera in here, which means this is the one spot where the mastermind is blind. So you're saying someone put the laptop here so the mastermind wouldn't know about it?
It's true.
And what Hina saw wasn't the ordinary glow of a computer screen. It was the figure of Chihiro shining pale green.
Hey.
I think it would be best if we investigated this laptop in a little more detail. Okay. Just like Kyoko said, the display isn't on, but the laptop definitely has power.
So then...
So first of all, we have to wake it up. Right. Started hitting random buttons on the keyboard, and the display instantly began to glow a pale green. There were a bunch of different icons on the desktop.
Hey.
There, the icon on the far left. What is it? It says, alter ego? Alter ego literally means another self, I believe. In the field of artificial intelligence, it is not uncommon to create different aspects of a personality. You can consider it something like a pen name.
Makoto.
Could you let me see it, Makoto? With that, Kyoko moved between me and the computer. She moved the cursor over the alter ego icon. When she double-clicked it, the screen suddenly went dark. And then, a voice spoke to us.
You really came.
Master, you're here. Chihiro's face appeared, taking up the entire display.
Oh no!
It's a ghost! Buddha and sweet baby Jesus, save me!
Calm down.
It's not a ghost.
What?
Then what is it?
Anyway...
I'm sure if we just talk to it, we'll find out. Kyoko began to type, hands blurring across the keyboard. What are you? And then,
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. That voice, the tone and everything. It's Chihiro.
I knew it.
Alter Ego. I've heard about this kind of AI program, but I've never seen one for myself. AI program?
That's right.
It's how Chihiro earned his title of Ultimate Programmer. The AI lives in a computer, and by repeating different tasks, it gains knowledge and grows bit by bit. Apparently, Chihiro used a support vector machine and reinforced learning to develop it. Eventually, he came up with a breakthrough in artificial intelligence design. Support vector machine? Reinforcement learning? I'm as confused as you are, Makoto.
It's true.
To put it simply, it's a learning method for computers. If you want to know more,
That's it. I'm sure of it.
just Google it, okay? Thank you for being so blunt, Yamada.
In other words,
But if this AI continues to grow, it will become more than just a piece of software to help people. Some say that an AI like this may someday replace people. And that is why it is called Alter Ego? A fine choice then, I must say. It can create memories, have thoughts, and grow up. The process isn't much different from how humans work. If you were to raise your own AI that way, it would make perfect sense to refer to it as your alter ego.
I see.
A second perfect personality that can never forget or grow old. That's what Chihiro created. That's alter ego. Kyoko, how do you know so much about this?
Are you okay with this?
Anyway, so he fixed the broken laptop and put his own program on there. That is what this means, yes? Then he brought the machine to this dressing room, where the mastermind would not be able to see it. But you know, all this about master and whatnot? Yes, yes. I believe I'm on fire.
Huh?
I thought you were only into 2D.
Da-da-da-da-da!
This is the most excellent 2D possible.
Huh?
But he's a guy, and also a computer program.
I feel as if...
So that aspect is no problem.
I mean...
That aspect?
Anyway,
Let's talk to him a little more. Kyoko typed away rhythmically. How much do you know about what's going on?
Master,
Only gave me a general idea,
well,
but I do know that things have become very grave. He found himself caught up in this without warning. Kyoko immediately shot out another question. Why are you here?
that's right.
Are you asking what Master had planned for me? Well, he wanted me to analyze the massive number of files stored in this laptop. I believe the files are related to the school, but the protection on them is surprisingly strong. So it's taking me a little longer than I thought.
Master,
But here's what Master must have been thinking. The fact that the files are protected so tightly means they must contain some important secret. For example, perhaps the secret of this school. While I was busy struggling to make a sound, Kyoko pushed forward and asked her next question. How much longer until everything's unlocked?
that's right.
It's gonna be a while.
Leave it to me.
But I'm definitely gonna do it, so you can just leave it to me.
I see.
So because of how long it would take, he designed Alter Ego to handle the workload. Smart. It also means that the work remains uninterrupted even after his death. Once again, Kyoko typed quickly. Keep it up. Be careful not to let the mastermind notice you.
That's right.
Don't worry, I've got a secret plan already, just in case. Actually, I can see what's going on using my built-in webcam, so if anyone suspicious shows up, I'll just scream for help real loud. It's a pretty basic plan, I have to say.
Yes, indeed.
That is fine during the day, but nighttime is a concern. Huh? Why?
Are you okay with this?
Have you forgotten? All our rooms are completely soundproof. Once we close our doors, he can scream as loud as he wants, but we won't hear a thing. Okay, then how about once it's nighttime, we each take turns guarding the dressing room?
However,
There's a good chance the mastermind would notice us all going in and out of the dressing room like that. Then what can we do?
so then,
Once nighttime comes, I'll leave the door to my room open. Then there's no way I can miss Alter Ego yelling.
But...
If you leave your door open all night, then
It's true.
there's a chance I may become a victim myself, I know.
However,
But I'm not as weak as you may think. I wouldn't go down without a fight, I assure you. There was an undeniable strength in her voice when she said that. She was totally confident she would be okay. That confidence was somewhat similar to Byakuya's tone, but at the same time different. Yeah, it had an entirely different feel for sure. Like someone who'd been dropped onto a battlefield versus someone who'd been born on a battlefield. I felt like that was the fundamental difference. I was pulled out of my thoughts by the voice suddenly emanating from the laptop.
So,
Would you mind if I asked a few questions? I haven't seen Master for a while. When you got here, I thought it was him, but... Is Master... For a split second, Kyoko seemed to not know what to do. But she recovered just as fast and quickly began typing. Her answer was clear, concise, direct. Chihiro is dead. Mondo killed him.
okay then.
I see. To be honest, I knew all along. I knew the chances that Master would survive the situation were very low. So I was prepared for this moment.
It's
Somehow,
like,
I feel kinda sorry for her. I can't even imagine how it must feel to lose your other self. It is a simple computer program. It does not have feelings.
what?
Are you sure about that?
shall we go?
Anyway, that's enough for today. If we linger here too long, the mastermind will start to suspect something. Then Kyoko typed one last sentence. I'll come back later. Yes, please do. It's a promise, okay? Bye-bye. The AI seemed totally different from when we'd first arrived. He seemed upbeat. Was it just because he was following his programming? Or could he have actually been worried about us?
Could it be...
What's wrong, Hiro?
You know?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if we might be able to get this laptop online. Then we could call for help from the outside. But this is just a dressing room. I don't think you can get online from here.
Well?
All if you take it out of here and find somewhere that does have online access. That's way too dangerous. The mastermind would find out in no time. Oh yeah, true.
Indeed.
This is no time for taking needless risks. For now, I'll monitor the progress of the file analysis. I'm confident we'll uncover some kind of clue once it's finished. This feels like a detour more than anything else, but I suppose it cannot be helped.
Of course.
Well, for now, all we can do is wait for Alter Ego to finish his work.
You know?
So, should we get going?
It's true.
Indeed. Goodbye. We'll be back. I promise. Come on, Ifumi, let's go.
I suppose.
We all left the dressing room. As soon as we were out in the hall, Hina let out a joyful shout. Isn't it awesome? I ended up doing something totally awesome, right? As if he'd been waiting for his cue. Dun 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 dun! Hina has gained enough experience to level up.
What's the matter?
So, what was this awesome something? Monokuma.
What the heck?
You guys all seem in remarkably good spirits. Did something happen? No, nothing in particular. Ooh, keeping secrets? No fair. I demand an exclusive interview. Denied, denied, super denied.
What the heck?
Yeah, just because you demand something doesn't mean we have to do it.
Say what?
Do it? You mean like, do it, do it?
Huh?
Wait, what? What do you mean, do it, do it?
Disgusting.
You, gross. You said do it.
Just the worst.
What? You said it first. We were just talking about going to the bathhouse. We've not had a chance to relax in some time.
Huh?
But unfortunately, the bathhouse is not divided into men and women's sections. So we decided to do rock, paper, scissors to decide which group would go first. Hina won the match for us, and that is why we are all so pleased.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of which... Okay, boys, why don't you head back to the dining hall or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath. I think I know what's coming up, and I have something for this, but we'll get into it later.
Hey, come on.
Ah, jeez. What are you gonna do, right? We lost fair and square. Well, ladies, shall we go? Celeste didn't hesitate coming up with the ruse, and her poker face didn't even flinch. So she and the other girls headed back into the dressing room.
Oh.
Oh.
Damnation!
Nothing, damn it. We totally lost. Another day without getting to take my very first bath here. Yeah, but tomorrow for sure. We'll definitely get that bath tomorrow. Okay, so should we head back to the dining hall now?
Hey!
Hold on!
Hey! Hey!
Something strange here. Very strange. Strange? What do you mean? What's strange is, this is the perfect chance for you to sneak a peek. Huh? That's...
Without a doubt.
You're absolutely right. I thought you were all about the 2D. All of you need to shut up, sit down, and listen to what I have to say. An opportunity like this doesn't come along very often. It's the ideal setting of a man's fantasy. This is going to be interesting. Again, I'll get into it in a second. I was forced to ask myself, should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said? Or just go quietly back to the dining hall? Okay, here's the thing. You don't get to make this decision. This decision is based on something else. No, I can't do it. I can't treat the girls like that. Let's just head back to the dining hall. Okay, now let me explain. The reason that he says no is because to trigger this scene, you need something specific. I'll actually show it after this episode, after I finish this part of the episode. Got it? Good. So let's get back to this no thing. What?
What?
But what about your man's fantasy? I'm not sure a real man's fantasy should be about spying on girls and stuff. It should be more about your hopes, or your dreams of adventures or whatever. But anyway, I'm not gonna spy on them.
This is kind of depressing.
I see. I can't even describe my bitter disappointment. That primo fan service could have been yours. We headed back to the dining hall, leaving Monokuma standing there alone. But to be honest, even I was a little reluctant to turn down the offer.
It's
Fantasy.
like...
Fantasy. My fantasy. So I guess you dig the real thing just like any other guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I care is because it's a good reference for creating figurines. A real live woman is useless to me, but looking at their naked form might be okay. Maybe.
No way.
If the girls heard you say that, we'd all be dead meat for sure. Meanwhile, we heard the buzzing of busy voices growing louder. The girls had finished their baths and joined us in the dining hall.
You got it.
Ah, man, what a nice bath.
This is fine.
Getting a chance to stretch out and relax after all this time was a true pleasure.
Indeed.
Of course.
Normally, after a long bath, I like to make myself a nice protein coffee, but... Sorry, no time for that.
So in the end...
That's what I figured.
Huh?
Actually,
We were just saying in the bath how it was about time for you to get up to something.
because...
After seeing how happy we were, an evil little monster like you would never let that last for long. You're all so terrible to me.
My entire existence!
Everyone's so cold and mean, even after I got presents for you all. Presents?
Well now.
Oh, have I got your attention? Then let's head to the gym where your presents await.
See ya later!
No questions, no dilly-dallying. Get a move on and everything will become clear.
Oh,
What is it? What are you scheming this time?
It would seem...
It's probably going to repeat the same thing again. Providing us with a motive to get things moving.
Huh?
Again? I don't wanna do this anymore. Me either. I'm like totally traumatized.
However,
It's okay. We have alter ego. I'm sure he'll find something that'll help us. So for now,
correct.
we have to just endure it, come what may. Aw. With heavy feet, we made our way to the gym, but when we arrived, there was already someone waiting for us.
What?
To be kept waiting by the likes of you. Rest assured, if we had access to firearms, you'd all be dead. Byakuya? Did you get here early? Did you forget how to walk? Is that why you're late? It's simple. Right foot, left foot, right foot. Same as always, I see. Her, on the other hand.
What the heck?
Oh, she's back to her Debbie Downer self, huh? I heard what sounded like a sneeze and she was back to her old self.
Huh?
So now she goes from manic to depressive whenever she sneezes? Seems kinda late to add that into the mix.
What the heck?
Why does everyone keep making fun of me? I hope you all win the lottery and get hit by the bus.
Ah,
So when you want to say something mean, then you can talk, huh?
Well,
Anyway, it looks like everyone's here.
so then,
Which means...
You guys?
It looks like everyone's here. So then, let's get started.
What?
Come on, out with it. What kind of motive have you prepared for us this time?
however,
Whatever you subject us to, we will not break.
okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna lose to you ever again.
Come on.
You don't have to get so defensive. Calm down. I've decided to change things up a bit this time. Up till now, I've been using the whoosh of the north wind to get you all moving. But sometimes you gotta use the sun to light a fire under someone's butt.
Without further ado, I give you this! $10 million!
Aren't you in Japan? Shouldn't it be yen?
I've prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive. What do you think? It's 10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos! It's like totally wowie wow wow, am I right?
So that's the motive you prepared, is it? $10 million is... it's not nearly enough.
It's true.
When it comes to motives, money certainly is the gold standard, so to speak. Whether it's in a mystery novel or the real world. But
What are you saying?
there's no way we'd kill each other for money.
of course.
She's right. You can't simply purchase a person's life. You can say 10 million or however much. I don't give a crap. They're serious. Yeah, they're all right. Whether it's 10 million or any other amount of money. No, not even just money. From now on, no matter what you do, we won't kill our friends. Come on, stop trying to act tough.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
The most important thing is to live a pure and moral communal life. Monokuma disappeared, leaving his words on stage along with a massive sum of money. There's nothing to worry about, right? Nobody would kill a friend for money, right? Have you so quickly forgotten the lesson from last time? Can't judge others by your own standard. Yeah, there might be someone here who's having money problems. Personally, I've earned over $1 million from my gambling efforts. My life is comfortable.
I'm telling you!
Fumi, what about you?
You know nothing!
I'm a super popular content creator. I don't have any problem making enough to buy my comics and DVDs. Then,
Hey,
just stop. Pressing others about their personal finances is ugly. Ugly? Don't worry. Either way, whatever's going to happen will happen without warning. That is the nature of this game.
As such, soon the doors. Okay then.
It's that time already, huh?
Hey,
Before we separate, let me remind you. Starting tonight, I'll be leaving my room door open to make sure nothing happens to Alter Ego. just because my door is open, don't assume that it will make me an easy target.
Because...
Or the predator may suddenly find itself the prey. Her voice is calm and composed, but it was clear what she meant. She meant what she said.
You know?
Okay, let's everyone just head back to our rooms.
How about that?
Don't think about that whole money thing. Got it? Good. Then let's break. How was that? Pretty good, right, Taka? Right. Still silent as a... whatever. Soon as I was back to my room, I crawled into bed. Money? There's no way that's gonna get anyone to kill anyone else. Told myself that, but deep in my heart, I was still troubled. After all, I thought the same thing last time about having our secrets revealed. Even if the reason for it seems completely nonsensical, a murder can still happen. That's the lesson we learned. But this time it's different. I'm sure of it. Because of the program Chihiro left behind, Alter Ego, we finally have some small hope to grasp onto. As long as we have that, then I'm sure. More Monokuma Theater! Woo! Little kids have it so easy. Because they can put Lil in front of their name, and right off the bat everyone thinks they're cute. Well fine then, I want everyone to start calling me Lil Monokuma. See? Just by adding that, my cuteness goes up by at least like 10%, right? Yeah, the world doesn't have nearly enough Lils. More Lils would lead to the salvation of the world. Just imagine, little arsonist, little war criminal, little destruction of the environment, little hit and run, little death tax, little Great Depression.
Even the darkest subject can suddenly become brighter! Our dreams are expanding! Ding ding! Good morning, everyone! Get ready to...
Well then, guess I should head to the dining hall. Well, that's actually going to do it for this episode, but before I end it, I have to go the other side of that little scene, so I will be right back. Okay, so I am back at this point in the chapter. I'm actually on my other file, which I have most of the other stuff done. So, let's get into this. We said no last time because we didn't have something that we would need. Let me show you what you need. You need a specific present to unlock this scene. That present is a man's fantasy. A wash basin intended to give you the courage to seek out a true man's fantasy, specifically in public bathhouses. This is the item you need to get from the shop before this point if you want to unlock this scene. So I'm going to skip the first couple of texts because they're going to be the same thing anyway. But once it gets to the text that changes, we will go right through it. Okay. Forced to ask myself, should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said or just go quietly back to the dining hall? Okay, let's go. With the man's fantasy burning in my chest, I decided to head back to the bathhouse. Have fun in your man's fantasy. Have a smashing good time. We opened the door to the dressing room, silent as death, and peeked inside. Looked like the girls had already finished changing and gone into the bathhouse. This had all started as a lie, but apparently they decided to go in for real. Making sure it was empty, we quietly made our way into the dressing room. The Forbidden Land.
But...
So they really are taking a bath. Is this what Celeste meant about lying convincingly? Mr. Hakakure, please refrain from pointless whispering. We're deep in enemy territory here. Just up ahead is the bathhouse, and there awaits a great dazzling passion. Yeah, we're in. Let's see what else we have to say. Mr. Naegi, you're on point.
serious.
Be careful. Don't get us caught. If Ogre finds us, we'll be meeting up with Hades in no time. Well, are you ready for some fan service? Because it's about to happen. I placed my hand on the door leading into the bathhouse. I opened it gently, inch by inch. I maneuvered my hand like a master craftsman to avoid making even the slightest sound. Little further, then on the other side of the thick rising steam, I saw fan service. I'm not sure how to put it, but I always feel refreshed after a job well done. A 3D body isn't so bad in its nude state, I suppose.
Could it be...
But still, I just can't believe it. Like, for serious.
How about that?
Ogre's a girl? Wait, you're just saying this now? Was this really okay? Well, I look too, so I guess I'm gonna have to say yes. And that is where we're gonna end this episode. Fan service for all the crazy little horny boys out there. Yeah! So, in the next episode, I will return to the file that the playthrough is on. And we will continue with the rest of Chapter 3. See you guys next time.